My beloved soul, today, your heart will be illuminated by a truth that was hidden. I need your full attention, not in a casual way, but with the urgency of someone who hears a siren in the distance, knowing something important is happening. You have been walking day after day at a pace that has become so normal you no longer question it. A constant race, a mind that never stops, a to-do list that renews itself before it's even finished. You have been strong, resilient, a faithful steward of your responsibilities. But in the midst of this race, a subtle, almost imperceptible detour has occurred. You began to move out of inertia, guided by habit and necessity, and no longer by my voice and my purpose. And I, your Father, who love you with a love that surpasses all understanding, must tell you that the road you are on, though it seems productive, is not leading you to the destination of peace and fullness that I dreamed for you. What I am about to reveal to you can transform your life, because this message is my loving intervention. It is my outstretched arm, asking you to stop, to look, to listen, before it's too late. The too late I speak of is not a threat of condemnation, but a warning of love. It is the too late of a habit that becomes an impenetrable fortress. It is the too late of a soul that becomes so desensitized by noise that it can no longer hear the whisper of my grace. It is the too late of a golden opportunity, a window of transformation that I am opening for you now, and which may not present itself in the same way in the future. You are at a turning point, and your attention to this word today is crucial. Before continuing the message, write this word of faith in the comments. I accept divine guidance in my life now. This is your first act of obedience. Your declaration that you are willing to pause your race and recalibrate your compass according to mine. Now, continuing the message, I invite you to take a deep breath, release the tension from your shoulders, and receive this word not as a criticism, but as the purest and most urgent act of love from your Heavenly Father, who refuses to see you settle for less than the best He has prepared. My precious soul, let's identify together the path you have been traveling that needs to be reevaluated. It is the path of constant noise. You wake up, and the first thing you do is connect to the noise. The news, social media, the list of problems to be solved, and you fall asleep with the same noise echoing in your mind. This constant noise has created spiritual static, an interference that makes it almost impossible for you to hear my still, small voice. My guidance doesn't come in a shout. It comes in a whisper, and you cannot hear a whisper in the middle of a hurricane. Your excess of information has become your lack of revelation. It is also the path of relentless hurry. You rush from one task to another, your mind always on the next step, never truly present in the now. And life, which only happens in the now, is passing you by like a blurred landscape seen from the window of a high-speed train. You have not been enjoying the beauty of the journey. You have not savored the small moments of grace I scatter throughout your day. Your hurry has stolen your joy. And most seriously, this path is one of disguised self-sufficiency. You are so competent, so capable, that you've grown accustomed to solving everything on your own. You pray, yes, but your prayers have become more of a problem report than a true surrender. You inform me of the situation and then get back behind the wheel, trying to control every detail. Your strength has become your weakness, as it prevents you from experiencing my true strength, which only manifests in your surrender. Noise, hurry, and self-sufficiency. This is the unholy trinity that has ruled your days, leaving your soul exhausted, anxious, and subtly empty. And you wonder why your peace is so fragile. It is because you have been seeking it from the wrong sources. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, I trust in the Lord. Let this be your declaration that you are ready to abandon self-sufficiency, to slow down, and to trust that I can take care of your world better than you can. It is your resignation from the position of manager of the universe. If this message has touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click Super Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Continuing, the warning I give you today is this. If you continue on this road, your heart will become harder and harder, your spiritual hearing more and more deaf, and your life, while perhaps successful in the eyes of the world, will be a wasteland in my eyes. and I love you too much to allow that. My blessed soul. And what does this too late mean? What is the consequence of not heeding this call to change course? Too late is not about losing your salvation, but about losing your fullness of life on earth. The first consequence is the loss of intimacy. Our relationship, which was designed to be a dance of love and trust, becomes a business transaction. You seek me for what I can do, not for who I am. And your heart, created for deep communion with me, will feel perpetually unsatisfied, searching in things and people for the fulfillment that can only be found in me. You may have a life full of activities, but your soul will feel an inexplicable emptiness. The second consequence is the loss of direction. By becoming deaf to my whisper, you will begin to make decisions based only on your own logic or the world's advice. And these decisions, though they may seem wise at the moment, will lead you to dead ends, to relationships that will hurt you, to investments that will frustrate you, and you will find yourself in places of hardship that could have been completely avoided if you had only quieted yourself to hear my guidance. Too late is the unnecessary suffering you inflict upon yourself by not listening to me. The third consequence is the loss of fruit. Your life was designed to be a fruitful tree, producing the fruits of my spirit: love, joy, peace, patience. But a tree that is not connected to the source, that lives in a state of stress and self-effort, cannot produce good fruit. It may produce leaves of activity, but not the fruits that nourish and transform. Your legacy will become shallow, and you will reach the end of your days with the feeling of having been very busy, but without having accomplished what was truly important. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you have been waiting for is in this verse, Jeremiah 6:16, which says, "This is what the Lord says. Stand at the crossroads and look. Ask for the ancient paths. Ask where the good way is, and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls." This is my prescription for you today. Stop. Look. Ask. Choose the good way, my way, and your soul will find the rest it so desperately craves. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and I am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that God's good way is also available to them. If this message has touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light. Before continuing, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do it now. By subscribing, you will receive your daily compass to stay on the good path. Now, continuing the message, this word of warning is not to condemn you, but to save you from a lesser life. It is my jealous love, which refuses to see you settle for the good when I created you for the excellent. My beloved soul, the root of this frantic race of yours, this difficulty in being still, is deeper than just a full schedule. It is a matter of the heart, and there are two main roots we need to pull up today: fear and unforgiveness. The root of fear manifests in several ways: the fear of being left behind, the fear of not being enough, the fear of silence, because in silence you would have to confront your own pains and your own voids. So you fill yourself with noise and activity as a form of anesthetic. You run so you don't have to feel. But what you don't realize is that I am in the silence. I am in the pause. By fleeing from silence, you have been fleeing from me, the only source of your healing. Fear also manifests as a fear of losing control. You believe that if you slow down, if you trust, things will fall apart. This is a lack of trust in my sovereignty and my care. You are trying to be your own God, and it is an exhausting job I never asked you to do. The other root is that of unforgiveness. A heart that carries the weight of resentment against others or guilt against itself is a restless heart. It cannot find rest. It is always replaying the past, in a mental courtroom that never reaches a final verdict. Bitterness is a poison that generates anxiety, agitation, and a need to prove yourself. You run to try to overcome the pain of the past, or to try to compensate for your failures, and the race never ends. For you to enter my new rhythm of peace, these roots must be pulled up, and the tool for this is forgiveness. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you would like to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and I release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This act of forgiveness is your first and most powerful step toward slowing down. It is you emptying your backpack of stones so you can walk lightly. It is you turning off the constant fire alarm in your soul, which is fueled by bitterness and guilt. By forgiving, you are not just clearing your past. You are creating the space for a present of peace and a future of clarity. My precious soul, what then is the path I am calling you to follow? It is the exact opposite of the path you are on. I am calling you from the path of noise to the path of stillness. Your most important new discipline is to cultivate silence. Start with 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes where you sit, with no phone, no television, no lists, just in silence in my presence. At first it will be difficult. Your mind will scream, but persevere. Over time you will begin to long for these moments, and it is in this silence that my voice will become clear, that your priorities will be realigned, and that your soul will be recharged. I am calling you from the path of hurry to the path of presence. Instead of rushing through your day, begin to walk. Practice the art of being where you are. When you are eating, just eat. Savor it, give thanks. When you are talking with someone, be truly there. Listen, connect. Life is a succession of nows, and I am in each one of them, waiting for you. By living in the present, you will find a richness and beauty that hurry has always stolen from you. And I am calling you from the path of self-sufficiency to the path of surrender. Every morning before your day begins, practice the act of surrender. Hand me your schedule, your problems, your worries. Say, Father, this day is yours. I am yours. Use me. Guide me. I trust in you. And throughout the day, every time you catch yourself trying to take control back, stop and surrender again. Surrender is not a weakness. It is your greatest strength. It is what allows my limitless power to operate through your limited life. Stillness, presence, and surrender. This is my path for you. It is not a path of more effort, but of less. It is not about doing more, but about being more. And by walking on it, you will not find the boredom or irrelevance you fear, but the peace, purpose, and power your soul has always sought. My blessed soul, your choice to leave the world's path and enter my path of peace will have an impact that goes far beyond you. Your obedience today is a seed that will produce a harvest of blessings for your family and your community. In a world sick with hurry and anxiety, a woman at peace is a revolutionary sight. She is an oasis. Your calm will become a refuge for your loved ones. When they are in crisis, they will not find more panic in you, but a rock of stability, a presence that anchors them. Your peace will not be passive, it will be an active force that disarms the chaos around you. You will change the atmosphere of your home, not with words, but with your being. Your children and grandchildren will learn from your example, not from your sermons. They will see that it is possible to live in a different way. They will see the beauty of a life centered in me, and you will be giving them the greatest inheritance a mother or grandmother can give, a model of spiritual sanity in an insane world. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, Lord, may our peace in you be a blessing to our home and to the world, unites your desire with my purpose. Your testimony will become powerful. The people who knew you as the hurried, worried woman will see your transformation, and they will ask, what happened to you? And you will have the joy of telling them about the path of stillness, presence, and surrender. Your life will become my answer to the silent prayer of many hearts around you. What begins today, as a personal and intimate decision, will become a wave of healing and liberation that will touch lives you cannot even imagine. This is my plan. I am calling you to peace, not just for your sake, but for all those who will be blessed by your peace. My precious soul, the decision to change course is yours. I will never force you, but the urgency of my call today is real. The window of opportunity is open, and to help you take the first step, I want to give you a simple, concrete task. It is not something for tomorrow, it is for now. Your task is the fast from noise and the feast of silence. For the next 24 hours, I ask you to abstain. as much as you can from unnecessary noise. Turn off your phone notifications. Don't turn on the television to fill the silence. Avoid social media. Avoid conversations that only drain your energy. This is your fast. And in its place, hold a feast. Every hour, stop for 1 minute. Just 1 minute, close your eyes, take a deep breath and say, "Father, I am here. You are here, thank you." Just that. 60 seconds of conscious silence every hour. This small exercise will do 2 things. First, it will make you painfully aware of how addicted you are to noise and hurry, and this awareness is the first step to change. Second, it will begin to create new neural pathways in your brain and new spiritual trails in your soul. It will retrain you to find security and comfort not in distraction, but in my presence. This is your first step off the old road and onto the new one. It is a small step, but it is the step that changes your direction. And a small deviation at the beginning of a long journey results in a completely different destination. I am not asking you to change your entire life today. I am only asking you to accept this 24-hour challenge. Give me 1 day, and I will show you a glimpse of the life of peace to which I am calling you. My beloved soul, we have come to the end of my appeal and to the beginning of your choice. The word has been delivered. The warning has been given in love. The 2 paths have been clearly outlined. Together, we have diagnosed your condition of hurry and noise. We have pulled up the roots of fear and unforgiveness. You have glimpsed the beauty of the path of peace and the eternal purpose of your obedience, and you have received your first and most urgent task. Now, the silence that follows this message is not a void. It is the sacred space for your decision. Will you continue on the broad, noisy road that leads to exhaustion? Or will you have the courage to take the narrow, quiet path that leads to life? On my part, I promise you, if you choose my path, I will meet you at every step. My grace will be your strength. My peace will be your companion. My wisdom will be your guide. I will transform your obedience into delight and your effort into rest. I will lead you to green pastures and quiet waters, and your soul will be restored. Your part, my daughter, is simply to take the first step. It is to have the courage to say no to the world and yes to your soul. It is to value my voice above all others. Leave this time with me with a holy determination. The determination to no longer allow your life to be stolen by the tyranny of the urgent. The determination to reclaim your most precious possession, your peace, your soul, your communion with me. The moment to choose is now. And this choice, I promise you, can and will change everything. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "Today I choose the path of God's peace and presence." Share your experiences in the comments about your commitment to do the fast from noise for 24 hours. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more faith-based content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.